I want me some glory hole.
Yeah, hello, welcome to the Football Glory Hole Recap Podcast for Week 14 of your NFL season. I'm your host, Bo Stevens, and I'm joined here, as always, by my good buddy Longhorn. Whether you watch us live on Facebook, live on YouTube, listen to us on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, live, or recorded any way you can afford it, baby. We thank each and every Glory Hole season for tuning in this week. All right, boys and girls, you know what we do. We get down with the good, the bad, and the hard. Fucking kidding me?
Now it's time for the good.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Well, that's just fucking great. That's just fucking great.
The bad.
Is this bad? Is this bad?
Well, that's fucking not good.
And the are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking kidding me?
God damn it, are you fucking with me?
All right, boys and girls, as always, we start off with the good. Well, we're going to narrowly avoid a losing week this week. Not the best week for FGH, but 21-20 on the week with one pending. That's better than losing. CK with another great week, 9-6. Me in college football, I went 3-1 on the championship weekend. And I did not count this as part of the record, but a little 3-0 college basketball Saturday. So nice little 6-1 college weekend for your boy. But college championship weekend, pretty uneventful, except for my boy Coach Sig and those mighty Hoosiers taking down those pretending ass Buckeyes. What a great game that was. Longhorn, he asked me about that one kind of pre-game. I don't have anything official. And I said that my power rankings had Indy on the spread, but I didn't have the balls to bet it. Obviously, that game could have went either way at the end, but it made my heart very happy that Indiana won because I fucking hate Ohio State. I always have, and I always fucking will. Yeah. Fuck Ryan Day. But still, though, Longhorn, that was such a great fucking game. I know you were watching. Thoughts on that and any of the rest of the action that we had on, again, a pretty uneventful championship weekend. Most of the teams that were supposed to win did win. Which is generally how that goes.
That was a great game. Ryan Day, great beard. Hard to hate a guy with such a great beard game. So that's two guys with beards. We got to at least respect that. And the fact that, you're calling them frauds, but they're pretty much, they're probably still the favorites to win the whole thing. I don't look at them, but I'm guessing.
Georgia.
Oh, Georgia is now? Okay.
Well, depending on what it is, this whole thing now that's come down to this bracket, it's literally come down to the bracket. So 2 years in a row, the team that won, getting the number one seed, has gotten screwed. So they got to do something to kind of fit, just because of the path, the way they lay it out. And maybe it's a little bit of happenstance, but Indiana definitely got screwed. They'll have the harder path to get there at the end. Now, last year Ohio State got the third seed, which ended up being the easiest road. This year, I think Oregon got that, if I remember right. I don't have the bracket in front of me, so.
But
yeah,
no,
we'll see.
With this game in particular, watching the game.
Oregon, I'm sorry.
Watching the game in particular, I was really impressed by the defense of Indiana. I knew that they had obviously the Mendoza kid who's he's up there in that top 1, 2, 3 range of the draft, depending on whose mock you look at. But I wanted to look at, and I've got the option on the kind of board where it does the draft, the draft predictions, the mock stuff. You can look it up by school, which I really like that option because it gives you a good chance to see how many
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. And I wanted to look at seeing Indiana draftable players this year and how many were on defense, because obviously we know about the offense. And I was I was surprised to see 3 players that are actually projected to be drafted in like the top 3 rounds just from their defense. And one was an edge player. So, and it was a collective effort on defense against Ohio State. But I thought as a layman's watcher of college, and we'll watch more and more as the playoffs get going, I thought they were just kind of an all offense team. To be honest with you, I didn't know that they had that type of defense that could rally around, and they were up that dude, the quarterback for Ohio State's ass all night. He was so uncomfortable. It was very impressive, just a very, very impressive by Indiana, and who's not rooting for them? I mean, seriously, who is not rooting
for them? Yeah,
everybody, unless you're an Ohio State fan, Georgia, like everybody else that doesn't have a dog.
Unless your team is playing them, yes,
right?
Of course,
everyone else is going for Indiana for sure.
And just to take people back to 2 years ago, so not the start of this year, but the start of last year, Coach Cignetti gets hired from JMU to Indiana. Their over-under is 4.5. They're the odds-on favorite to finish last in the Big Ten. Coach Sig takes exception to that at Big Ten Media Day. He gives the most iconic speech now, especially now that he's done what he's done. He said, I see that we're finished to pick last. He said, I guess that you people don't know about me. All I do is win. And if you don't know me, you can Google me. And immediately I put the over 4.5 on the win total for Indiana. They won the first 10 games in a row last year. He took literally what has probably been, as far as like big time college football, because Indiana has always been big time college athletics. So whatever conference, Big 10, Big 8, whatever. They've always been in that. Mostly because of their basketball program, obviously. But as a football program, they've literally been one of the worst bottom-feeding programs in the history of college for over 100 years. This guy shows up. He's in the Big Ten championship game the very first year. The second year, he's back in the Big Ten championship game and wins the motherfucker and beats the defending national champions. Like, if you don't root for this dude, I don't know what's wrong with you. I really don't. Because this dude, he's literally all about just fucking doing it right. Building a program. He built a monster at JMU before this, who's also in the playoffs, by the way. So the remnants of his work still lingering around there. And I do want to throw out some kudos to the Red Raiders of Texas Tech, who are always the national champions.
It's getting closer where you can actually say it and mean it.
Hey, you know what the funny thing is, Longhorn, and you and I have been watching college football, especially in the state of Texas, our whole lives. Never in a million years would I ever think that the strength of a Red Raiders team would have been their defensive line. But I'm telling you what, they went out in the portal. They paid these SEC players to come in here and fix this fucking defense. And, buddy, those guys are they're the real fucking shop wreckers or whatever the fuck they call themselves out there in Raider land. That defense is nasty. That defense is going to have this team. They're going to be a hard fucking out. They're going to be a hard fucking out.
You mean you can get a bunch of SEC defensive players and play good defense anywhere? That's
amazing.
Weird.
If you just spend the money, they reported that the numbers start to come out now, like $20 million or whatever they spent for the roster. Great. Who gives a shit? Like, you got the money, fucking spend it. It ain't your fucking money anyway. Just fucking spend that shit.
They're the LA Dodgers of the Big 12. All right.
Yeah. Hey man, it's worth every fucking penny. The only thing that it's going to hold them back, and I'm hoping now that they get a month or so, 3 weeks. Their quarterback's been hurt. It hasn't really been reported. Their offense has really not been that great for a while because he has been dealing with some injury. Hopefully now he'll get time to get healthy. I want to see 100% healthy Red Raiders team go in and get after it. Man, I'm excited about watching that team going forward just to see what they can do. Like I said, their defense is going to make them a really fucking tough out because. And on top of that, they beat the shit out of the BYU Cougars again. That's the second time they beat their ass in
the Brigham
season.
Youngs.
Yeah, look, there should be a rule that if your quarterback has a fullback's number, you shouldn't get in the playoffs anyway. Like that should just be a standing rule. Luckily for us, the Red Raiders took care of it. So
it all worked. It worked. So we don't like to fire people on Friday. We like things to just work themselves out naturally.
Excuse me, but I didn't get my paycheck. All right, let's move on to those Minnesota Vikings. I gave them out -1.5 to my clients. Obviously, got the worst end of that number because I think they closed at +2. But because CLV is a myth that we've been fed for years, Longhorn, it didn't matter. Daniels comes back to the Skins. He was fucking horrible, beyond horrible, really. 9 for 20, 78 yards and a pick. Hurt again. I don't know. Is his career over? Who knows? I have no idea.
An Achilles injury? Shouldn't be. I mean, although we have seen, like...
They're starting to pile up. He can't stay healthy. He cannot stay on the field.
Yeah, and I haven't listened to... I didn't get a chance today to listen to any of the, like, recap shows or anything like that, but, like, are they saying... Because you know how these injuries things go. Like, if you're nursing, you know... Was it the same leg? Actually, it wouldn't even matter because, like, sometimes it's opposite leg.
It doesn't matter. You're compromised.
Yeah. So are they saying it's because he was?
I mean, you're not going to be able to fucking prove that. But I mean, I don't see how you could think anything else.
I don't either.
It's just common sense. If my left leg hurts, my right leg has to work harder. So even if I hurt my right leg, it's still because of my fucking left leg.
And this has nothing to do with like the Colts. I mean, the Colts are pretty much dead, or not? They are dead, but
not the Colts, the Skins.
Huh?
I'm talking about the Skins. Minnesota playing the Skins.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Daniel Jones.
No, I said Daniels. Sorry.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sorry, I had.
We'll get to them in a second.
My bad. I heard the Daniels. So who? Daniels got hurt again? Or
yeah, Jaden Daniels hurt again.
Oh shit!
Instantly in, instantly back out.
I apologize. I missed that. I apologize.
I can't say instantly. He did play at least more than the first half of the game. 9 for 20. He was 9 for 20 with 78 yards and a pick.
Oh.
And he's hurt again. So, look, the Skins team has become one of the worst teams in
This is becoming an art. This is getting like deja vu-ish.
It is. It's the same thing. We're
living in the upside down world of, I mean, Stranger Things just came out with the new season. I feel like we've seen this, and it's like it's so funny watching these Stranger Things characters who are all like 30 now. And they started when they were like actual little kids.
I know all these little dorky kids are all like big and jacked now. Like they're all still getting picked on. Like, dude, you can whip his ass at this point. Like, who's picking on who?
And it is funny trying to watch them hide how fucking hot Millie Brown has become as a grown ass woman. They're trying to hide it, but it's like, are we trying to like hide the fact that that's actually RG3 out there playing football for the Redskins? Like, what world are we living? What decade are we in? Man, fucking, if you're a Redskins fan, I don't know. What are the emotions for the Redskins? Because it's the same thing. They had all that the high of Dan. It's like, God damn it! Like, how do you fucking how is the same fucking curse happening to you the same fucking way? That shouldn't be fair in sports. I feel bad for him.
Yeah, it's a rough world, man. Look, I said on the podcast, little JJ should have a great game, at least for him, and for him, he did.
If that's a great game, then my God, we're in trouble. Hey,
3 touchdowns and no picks. That's more touchdowns than he's done like the whole year combined in one game. That's pretty good.
Listen,
I also said the Vikings should run the ball well, and they did. The Skins actually ran it better than I thought that they would. But I also said I just don't see how they scored, and turns out they didn't. So I don't know. Ertz's career is finally probably over. God rest his soul. Hopefully he's going to pack it in at this point. He's been a great soldier.
That was nasty. Yeah, I saw the play live. I just randomly happened to see the TV while that was happening, and I was like, that sucks. Then I saw the replay, and I was like, oh.
He knew instantly he couldn't get up. So
R.I.P. Sweet Prince. Your long, illustrious career is done.
Great player. Yeah.
I mean, he was kind of just out there. I mean, he wasn't. He's kind of a jag at best tight end at this point in his career. But I mean,
he's their leading weapon. So.
Oh my God.
That should tell you what's good for that. So I don't know where I'm at with the Redskins. It's time to hit at least some sort of reset button. I don't know if you fire Dan Quinn, but look, dude, Coach Bro's got to go. His shitty offense, it's got to go away forever. We've seen it multiple iterations now. It doesn't work. You got to go back to college. I'm sure you'll be successful there.
This is the beauty of having a good young quarterback, though, is like you can reset now.
You can reset now.
And like what we've seen in New England is if you get the right guy and Chicago, if you get the right coach quarterback combination, it's not a rebuild anymore. You're launching. It just goes from there. So yeah, I would lean more towards a shuffle. Let's just shuffle this up. See if we can get the right combination. Maybe you get lucky. Maybe you don't. They are the Redskins. They probably won't get lucky. If we're being honest. So, but you at least try.
You got to try. But other than that, it's Mariota time again. So, look, this team, the Skins have devolved into one of the worst teams in the league over the last 6 weeks of the season so far. I don't see how that trends up, Longhorn. Maybe we get to catch them at a certain point. They get enough value. I knew this. Like, this is the only game of the whole week that I felt good about, and it was never a close 31-0. All right, let's move on to, look, we got a lot of combo platters, good and bad here. So the bad section is actually going to be pretty short because we're going to get through most of it here in the good. Part of the good, Miami the Jets. I had the over 40.5. Thank God I hit that, even though I got 28 points in the first quarter, and I still had to sweat this game because, the Jets. But Longhorn and I both had Jets out to our clients. Longhorn hit the sounder, 3 units lost on there. Look, I said on the podcast, Longhorn, my only fear of this bet was that these shitty teams this time of the year, the quit sets in if the game does not start off well. And that's exactly what the fuck happened here. Miami scored touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. The Jets went punt, interception, punt. The Jets actually had more points than they had first downs for the entire first half and almost for the game. Look, Tyrod going down certainly didn't help us, but he was fucking awful early.
On the second series.
Well, he threw the interception. So
yes, on the second series. So it was. I'm not going to blame it on that, but
yeah, we were down 21-0 by then.
No, so. it was not because it was the second series. So it would have been 7-0.
Yeah, they scored touchdown, they punted touchdown, interception touchdown. We were down 21-0. Miami scored first. Mm-hmm. Then the Jets punted touchdown. Then Tyrod threw an interception touchdown.
All right, fair enough. All right, then I'll accept that. All right.
Yeah, but it's just one of those ones. It got away from us.
I mean, I don't really understand how that can happen with one of the greatest, youngest black new head coaches in the world. Like that's I don't.
That was my next note, Longhorn. How did the quarterback who played? He's the worst cold weather quarterback in the history of the league. Just go out and put 21-0 up on your ass the first 3 possessions. And I knew we were fucked on this when I started seeing every social media post say Tua 0-8, Tua 0-8, Tua. And I was like, God damn it, this is not going to go well for us. I know when that shit starts happening, it's just going to go the other way. But what
was the stat though? Because I knew we were fucked when the weather didn't come in like it was supposed to. But what was the actual 0-8 stat? Because the weather was not bad.
No, but it's all about temperature with him. It's like under 45, he's 0-8 or whatever.
Oh, what was it, like 44? Like, I mean,
yeah.
Hey, look, I knew we were fucking when we didn't get like the actual northeastern weather that I was.
How does it snow everywhere else except that field?
Oh,
what the
don't get me started. Don't get me started because that was the only teaser that lost in a 4-team round robin that would have gone 12-0 if the stupid ass goddamn Jets could have just fucking done their part. But you know what? It is what it is, and I can't even blame it on Tyrod because like you're saying, they were down. The defense didn't show up. The Aaron Glenn, I got this job because I'm good at defense, not because I'm black. Defense gave up 21 straight fucking points. I don't even know how that's possible to a shitty ass fucking Miami offense. But I did say, holy shit, they gave. Did Achane? Oh, Achane got hurt. Well,
yeah, he got hurt too.
I guess he got hurt. He still had 92 fucking rushing yards on 7 attempts.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Well, that's what we said. With the fear in this game was if Miami just ran all over him, which apparently they did. With Jalen Wright from Tennessee, second-year player at Tennessee, 24 carries, 107 yards. Achane, 7 carries, 92 yards. Good.
Yeah. Jalen Wright came in and they didn't miss a beat. Like they just kept running. Like he's been doing it all along. We saw 3 examples of what I talked about. That when you're a bad team this time of year, if the game doesn't start off well, or if it starts to go badly, they just start to lay down. There was 3 examples of that this weekend: Arizona, Vegas, and obviously fucking the Jets. It's the danger you have betting on these dogs this time of year. You're either going to catch a really good number, which we'll get to. Longhorn did that in a minute, or the game's going to get away from you and it's fucking quit time. So the Skins, another one. The Skins,
that
obviously.
one hurt.
But Longhorn did hit the under on Casey and Houston. That was literally never a sweat. That's a great call there. Kansas City, under 10% chance to make the postseason. Longhorn now. Thoughts on this game?
Kansas City. They still have a percentage? I'm surprised they still actually have a percentage.
They're still in there.
The little bit that I watched of this game, obviously Casey is just kind of broken. Like, and what my takeaway is how the Jekyll and Hyde of this team, the Kansas City team this year, from starting off the way they started off, like kind of not great, and then they turn into like, well, actually this is kind of everybody's number one team, and they're just the wins haven't started coming yet, and then to like now, like, can you even bet on them? Like now they're losing games that they just historically never lose. They don't lose these games, and now they're losing them. I don't think you're going to get it. So the play on the Kansas City going forward is like, are you going to get quit? And I just don't think you're going to get quit with a Mahomes, Andy Reid.
No way. That's
so now it just has to be a straight. Forget everything, all the trends. Forget all the fucking, like, none of that matters. Now it's like just an X's and O's thing with Kansas City. If it doesn't make sense X and O's wise, your algorithms and your models, if it doesn't make sense there, fuck everything. Everything that I would normally do with handicapping, fuck it.
The bad part is it did on this one. Canton and I didn't have an official play on it, but I had Kansas City contest because I had them projected to win by 6. And Houston scored exactly what I had them projected to score, and Kansas City literally couldn't score the ball. It was 20. I said it was 26-20 was what the projected score. We ended up 20-10. So Houston did exactly what I said, and Kansas City literally could not score the football. And this Houston defense, Longhorn, I was seeing some stats on them today. If you look at them against the top quarterbacks, every single one of them, Mahomes, Allen, every one of them, taking a giant shit against this Houston defense. These motherfuckers, whoo, son.
They're better than Denver.
They're better than Denver. Yes.
They're better than Denver.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
all right, Longhorn hit the danger zone on New Orleans, plus 8.5, 1 unit there. I was glad to see him hit that, but this game was a double ball kicking for your boy Bo Cephas, because not only did I lose the under, but my Survivor season up in smoke.
Man,
Baker,
did you already have that picked when I hit the danger zone? Was that already like what you were doing?
That was my only option.
You didn't even have another option?
No, I had plenty of other options, but they were the biggest home favorite, and I had them.
Yeah, why would you pick any?
Why would you pick anything else? And I promise you, 75% of the league was on. So I'll be interested. There's gonna be less than 100 people, probably like 75 people left in the whole Survivor. This is everybody was on Tampa. If you had Tampa Bay left, that was your pick this week. Because again, there was no other spot the rest of the schedule that made any sense for them to be picked. So this was the spot. New Orleans.
Stunned they lost. I knew it. Didn't know. I figured it'd be close because of all the numbers that I talked about on the Thursday pod or Wednesday pod.
And my numbers supported you 100% on taking New Orleans with the points.
Yeah, they're just that offense is broken.
Baker's broken. So
Baker's broken.
This is 2 games. I don't know if it was last week, the week before, where I said I haven't seen Baker play this bad since his second year in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
He got outplayed by I Suck Shuck. He was 14 of 30 for 122 yards, 4.1 yards per attempt, a touchdown and a pick. He's clearly hurt. I don't know if you bench him for a game just to try to get him healthy.
No, you can't do that.
I mean, they're
tied for first in the division.
But they probably still make the playoffs though, because the Cowboys now are basically eliminated.
They just got it. I mean, look, they were my Super Bowl pick to go to the Super Bowl in the NFC.
That's what I'm saying. Like, my only thought is to try to save any hope of actually making a run.
You bench them to try to get some hope.
I mean, that's where I'm at strategically.
Yeah,
you can't win with that dude. Not against. I mean, you can't even win against New Orleans. They're not a real team. You go play Carolina with him at quarterback, you're fucked.
I think the Jets should fire Aaron Glenn to give them some hope and then bring him back the next week. That's what I. Did you learn your lesson? God damn it, you suck. No, they're in a bad way.
I'm trying to think outside of the fucking box a little bit with him because again, he clearly cannot play the game of football right now.
Here's your cure. Mike Evans is probably coming back next week. There's your cure. Fixed it.
Dude, he still has his running backs. He's got Evans. He's got Ibuka. He can't get them the ball. Did you watch him play?
Okay, so here's the deal. Like, we've seen him be good with none of these people. So maybe
when he's healthy.
Right. So maybe that's what I was going to is like maybe the injury, and that this is what we talked about in the podcast. This is what it's hard to, discern at this time of year is just how hurt. And the
He's
NFL,
hurt.
they're
He's
fucking
fucking
lying
really
little
hurt.
bastards about all these injuries, like to the Daniel Jones thing. When did he get hurt? No one ever said. Was he ever on injury reports until like the last minute? Like, no one knows. Now he's got a fucking Achilles blowout that he was probably nursing something for 2 or 3 weeks that nobody knew about it. So like, they're liars. And once again, we go through this every fucking year with this NFL, how they just mask, hide, lies by omission. Like, just this, he's clearly not okay, but
Yeah.
he did carry the ball
clearly-
6 times for 42 yards. So he is running still.
Yeah, but did you watch him run?
I saw one where he did the normal Baker juke.
They called two actual, whether they called or he called his own number, design runs, and he literally like kind of moped around the corner and fell down immediately.
Then why are they calling design runs?
I think it was him doing it on his own, because he just saw it. It was a little, because the other team's not worried about him running right now, so they're not protecting us at all. So he's literally like just taking it, running around the end for like 2 yards on a 3rd and 2, and
Okay.
falling the fuck over. Like, God bless him. I know the dude's a gamer, but again, at some point you got to save a player from himself. And some point you got to think, does this other guy give us a better? I mean, 14 for 30 for 122 yards. There's a lot of fucking guys out there that can do that.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
They got to get it right. Make a postseason run, but put it in your notepad every single year. Lock it down. Saints on the road in division as dogs. It's an
They're good.
autoplay.
Yeah.
It's an autoplay.
All right, Longhorn also hit the big dig on Cincy, plus 5.5. Got it by the hook for 2 units. He lost one back in the money line, but still up 1 overall there.
So close.
Dude, this was another classic. In the snow, both teams playing their balls off. A little sloppy at times with the football, which you can understand with the weather. In the end, Joey B throwing one of the worst interceptions of his career probably cost the Bengals the game. But luckily for Longhorn, the game somehow lands exactly on 5. I don't know, Longhorn, what were your thoughts there? I mean, it was another classic, I thought.
Well, first of all, kudos to the coach for Buffalo, who I don't like, and I wish, and when they lose in the playoffs, if they do, I'm really excited.
They're gonna blow the playoffs. They will.
I'm excited to see who they can get in there. Now, remember my preseason, or not preseason, but once Indianapolis started winning, I was like, oh, this is gonna fuck my Shane Steichen to Buffalo thing, because I thought Shane Steichen was on his last leg in Indianapolis, and we know that Buffalo's just got itchy trigger finger to fire whatever fuck, what's his name, McDermott. They're done with him. It's run its course. We'll see how they can finish out this season.
Unless they win it all. There's only one thing left to do.
Unless he wins it all or goes to the Super Bowl, I guess I would say would just go in there, would probably save it, because it saves Zach Taylor's fucking job in Cincinnati, and he's fucking awful. But kudos to the Buffalo coach for Did you see the end of the game when he didn't kick the field goal and went for the touchdown? Yeah. Like, that's what you knowing the situation.
Hey,
who
Ryan Day, you bitch. Fucking.
Oh, okay. I don't. Was that a situation? I don't remember exactly that.
Yeah, they were. Well, he did it twice. The second one, I don't blame him for. The first one was a bitch move. The second one, I mean, it's 4th and 3. There's a minute left.
Oh, I think I do remember that. In a drunken
And the
haze.
kid missed a 23-yard field goal.
Yeah, I think I do remember
God.
that. So, and then like Joey B did what I had about an 80% assurity that he would. Goes down, gets a touchdown, gets me the back door, and we all now that turnover, interception, that cost me the chance for them to steal this win.
That was a bad one.
Yeah,
that was a bad one.
And it was a bad tackle too. Like, it's oh, come on, man, Joey, just can you make a tackle at least? But no, he couldn't do it. So
That's a big boy running that ball.
So listen, Buffalo has they're 9-4 now.
They're in.
The problem for them is New England running away with this division. That's their problem. I don't know that they can. They do have one more game with New England.
I don't think they can catch them. New England would have to collapse at this point to catch.
Oh, that's next week, by the way. That's the New England game. So, and then they have Eagles and Jets to finish out. So yeah, they're not going to catch them. But if they win out, they'll be at 12. I have not torn up the ticket yet. I'm holding out hope. This is a huge game at New England. Payback. It's a payback opportunity for John Wayne. So if they can get that one, I'm alive. I'm alive because Philly that last. Well, no, that's not the last week. God damn it. Never mind. I'm in trouble. Let's just say. I mean, they got to run a table. I'm in trouble.
Yeah, it's a long road to hoe, but you still got a chip in a chair.
We're at that point now. We're kind of looking at our tickets. We're looking at the the last 3 or 4 games.
Doing all the math, the machinations, like who's gonna really play. Yeah, we're there. We are there. All right, Longhorn also hit the sounder on Jacksonville for a 2-unit winner there. He had him on the line and on the money line. I lost on the under somehow, even with Indiana Jones' career probably ending on the field. The reason for that, though, is TL way overperformed his projections for no reason at all. Danny Nichols was bad before he got hurt. He was clearly already fucking hurt. The Colts couldn't run it. Jacksonville couldn't run it, all of which I said on the pod was a projection. But TL finally had an above-average game, which was not the projection. And the best part of my loss, Longhorn, is that I put this total out at 48.5. It closed at 44.5. That is a major movement in the NFL. And as always, CLV means absolutely fucking nothing.
It's because of the rainstorm.
Good hit, though, for Longhorn on the sounder. Longhorn, thoughts on Indy being dead, and now it's going to come down to the Jags and the Texans for that division, and it's going to come down to it.
It'll be interesting to see if
by the way, quick update for everybody, if you have not seen the news. Riley Leonard, who came in and did the best he could, he did enough to fuck me. Actually, Indy came in pretty much right on out of projection. Again, it was all Jacksonville, and it was all fucking Trevor Lawrence just dropping bombs for no reason. That's what fucked me on the total.
Oh, shit.
But
Tim Patrick sighting. What the fuck?
Riley Leonard gets hurt. Also, probably not going to play. Phillip Rivers has answered a phone call and is on a plane on his way to Indianapolis to try out and take a physical to maybe join their practice squad. That's where we're at in Indianapolis. We are calling Phillip Rivers.
He's not gonna make it. He's probably got a kid that's gonna be born. He's not. It's just. I don't even know how that's.
Maybe they meant to call one of his kids. Is his kid's not old enough to play? And then
I'm sure one of them's got to be. One of them's
somebody's got to be. Jesus Christ.
Well, how did Riley Leonard get hurt? Because there's no other quarterback that took a snap besides Riley Leonard and Daniel Jones. Did he get hurt on the last play of the game or something? Like
I have no idea. Like you know how it is in Indy. Their quarterbacks are hurt all the time. They just don't say
that's
shit.
true. They force him out there with a broken leg. So I think Riley Leonard broke his neck, and they put a brace on and said, "Just you're finishing the goddamn game. I don't give a shit."
I don't care what you got to do. Reggie Ray stays in the game. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
That's Shane Steichen. Oh, good lord.
How about a fucking Tim? You got fucking torched by Tim Patrick, who has been a journeyman receiver for about 3 years now, and he goes for almost 100 yards and a touchdown. Like, hey, fucking TL, that's a dude. That might be, just looking at the stats, that's about as good of a game as I've seen him play in a good couple years. That's impressive.
Just pull that out of nowhere, out of your ass while I've got the under. I appreciate that.
In a monsoon too.
In a monsoon. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
All right. Longhorn also hit the ladder pick on the Rams, -8 and -13.5. Arizona, again, another one of those teams, Longhorn.
Should have kept laddering. Should have
kept on laddering because Arizona, like the game, it was tight for a minute, kind of like the Vegas-Denver, but then as soon as the Rams took control and it was clear that they were going to take control, they laid down and died. Again, that is the danger of betting on these big dogs this time of year. They're big dogs for a reason. Now, again, like the New Orleans, if they hang in the game, all game, or if they're, things are going well from them, the other team's not doing well, not making mistakes, they'll hang around. They're not going to quit in the course of, to start the game. That's not a thing in the NFL. But once it gets away from them, look, NFL quit is different from college quit. College quit is those boys just don't get off the bus. Like when it's a bad spot in college and they're not going to get off the bus, they don't get off the bus. They just do not get off the bus. That's not what happens in the NFL. They are professionals. But again, during the course of a game, when it goes poorly,
you start getting leaned on, and the effort starts dipping as it's going. Yeah.
Quad tile, coach. My quad tightens up. I don't know if I can really make it out. And you do things like Marvin Harrison not playing when he Maybe could have played, maybe couldn't. Who
Who
knows?
knows? What was the payout on the minus 13.5? I don't remember.
Oh fuck, I don't remember either.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
wrote it. I did have it written down. It was
I
good.
should have done more. And the only thing I'm gonna say about this game, so glad I didn't check. And I told you a few weeks ago I was gonna stop looking at lines right before kickoff. But I heard that this line steamed all the way down to minus 7.5. I'm so glad I didn't see that because I would have, possibly could have frightened me off this. Fuck all that the late steam. Don't ever check lines before kickoffs. Just watch your boys on
bad for your
FGH.
heart.
Just watch FGH. All right, we nail it on fucking Wednesday, Thursday, so it's lock it in then.
Yeah, speaking of nailing it, Longhorn lost his free pick yet again. Cleveland -4. Bad for him because he's 2-12, but great for you guys for the fading. Another combo player here is Longhorn had the under on this game, and Tennessee almost put the game over by themselves. So not good there. Look, I've been doing my Shador bit since he started, but I'm going to give the kid full credit here for playing a great fucking game yesterday. And I don't want to hear, oh, it was against the Titans. I don't give a fuck. He's a rookie quarterback. This is an NFL team, so y'all can miss me with that shit. This kid
That's
played
a
his
lot.
balls off. He looked so much better than Ward juxtaposed. It was insane. Ward was awful, and I mean fucking awful. But Tony Pollard was the man. I still have no idea how Tennessee won the game, though, Longhorn. If you look at the stats, my God, it was just dominance by the Browns. I have no idea. But other than the fact that Longhorn picked Cleveland, I have no idea how Tennessee won this game.
It's the gift that keeps on giving at Christmas time, Bo Cephas, and you just don't question it, all right?
That it is, Edward.
You just don't question it, and
But great game for Shador, though.
oh my God, yeah, great game. The under was done. You could tell it was done about halfway through the first quarter. He was like, okay, yeah, this ain't
Well, when the
fucking
over-under
happening.
is 31 or whatever the fuck it ended up at, Jesus Christ.
Another game where the weather wasn't really as bad as kind of we were expecting. I mean, it was, whatever. Harold Fannin, oh my God, Harold
My
Fannin
boy is a beast,
motherfucking
son.
beast, and
Oh, he's a beast.
Lesson to learn going forward. When we both really like a prospect coming out in the NFL draft, that's just a slam dunk.
I think it's more like, because I have a lot of pet cats that I like from these small schools, and Longhorn generally is like, he's okay. But if I really like a guy and Longhorn stamps it, that's
and then
when
I
you're
watch
like,
it, and then
that's
I
when you're
watch it.
stamp.
And you know what? Everything that I saw on this dude is like you see it all. It's like immediately transferred to the fucking NFL. Which how do you go from it was Bowling Green, right? Like how do you go from Bowling Green? But he's all fucking knees and elbows like this. I don't know what exactly he is. He is a tight end. I get he's gonna play tight end, but that dude when the ball is in his hand, you saw this a lot at Bowling Green.
Yeah.
He doesn't run like a tight end. He does not move like a tight end once he's got the ball in his hand. So look,
that catch in the end zone where he beasted for that touchdown, like, oh my God.
Okay, and I'm gonna say this just since we're going a little futuristic dorking out on Cleveland. We already know that they took the defensive lineman out of Michigan who's played well and paired up with Myles Garrett well. We already know they took 2 running backs in the draft, Judkins and Dylan Sampson, who've both played and been really good. Fannin, we know about him. And then they have 2, don't they have 2 first-round picks next year? Yeah. I mean, look.
They're trading up for one of these quarterbacks, too.
Well, no, you can't trade up when you got Shador, man. You got the legend at quarterback. Well, you're talking crazy now. Like this is time you build. We're gonna build around.
I'll let it go this week because I'm not gonna shit on the kid.
Let him have 1 week if we're gonna build around Shador with all this
he
draft
did get
capital.
named. He did get named today, the starter for the rest of the season. So
yeah, and he should look.
And he
look,
fucking deserves it.
Look, I call Caleb Williams sugar britches and gay, or you call him sugar britches. I just call him straight out gay. But we're men. We'll admit when we're wrong. He's played well this year. Same thing with Shador. We've shit on him, and he's had horrible fucking games. But we're not blind. We're not fucking biased. We're gonna say, hey, that was a great game, and we'll see what he does next week.
See what he does next week. All right, let's move on to the bad. We covered most of it in the combo platters, but we still got a little bit left. We both had the under on Pittsburgh and Baltimore. I had Baltimore scoring 23, and they scored 22. But my miss, obviously, my system was on Pittsburgh. I had them scoring 18. But instead, Rodgers decided to play, I don't know, the best game of the season since week 1, put up 27. So fuck us, I guess, on that one. Lamar's still hurt, though, Longhorn. The Ravens, they're in trouble now. They really needed to win this one. So they still trending towards the playoffs, but I don't know. What do you see in that one?
I hate how stupid I am with this Pittsburgh. You talk about the team I need to avoid is Tennessee. To me, it's Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, I can't get them right. I pick them on all these Tallman spots in during the year, and they fucked me. I bet you I've lost more money on Pittsburgh and oh my god, I can't.
Tennessee?
Probably Tennessee, but maybe not Pittsburgh for sure. Number one, because I
maybe
can't
not live money, maybe not actual money in Tennessee, maybe just like podcasts.
Yeah, like but just Pittsburgh, man. I can't get them. Every time I think that, like, oh no, I'm done with the Tomlin thing. Aaron Rodgers, we've seen his bag of fucking nothing. He looked like Green Bay. Not even. I mean, he didn't do shit with the Jets, but he went back to Green Bay. Rodgers, the way he was moving in the pocket, buying time. That was old vintage Aaron Rodgers, and I was like, what am I watching? Like, is that how bad your fucking defense is, Baltimore? Like, what am I watching?
For a defense that's been basically lights out since they came back from the bye.
And how can you not? Like, hey, they're probably going to throw it to DK, I bet. I bet they're going to throw it to DK. And literally that's all he did was like, buy time. Where's DK? I'm throwing it to DK. That's all he did. Congratulations. I missed a slam dunk spot on Pittsburgh. And I had a great week picking across the board. Had another fucking great week. I think I was 8-4 coming into this game, or 8-5 with this game with LA Chargers tonight. But I'm missing the easy ones. It's like a 20-year trend that I fucking miss. Easy layup one. Fucked it off.
Yeah, well, easy to do. Again, the Tomlin thing hasn't really been a thing since Big Ben left. So, because he was 80%.
But the Tomlin and Ravens one is alive and well.
Yeah, he's still a little bit above 50% on that one.
Because even last year, it stayed true with the Ravens for whatever reason
until the playoffs,
right?
And then it was Katie Barr.
They always lose in the that is staying true to trends. Like they always lose in the playoffs.
We put Tom in the playoffs. Yeah, it's just bet against him every fucking time. All right, danger zone on Chicago. Longhorn had plus 6.5. Lost a unit and a half there. Like I said, Caleb was going to be bad, and he was. I said the Bears would struggle to run it compared to what their normal output, and they did. I said Jordan Love was going to be good, and Green Bay would be able to run, and both those happened too. But in the end, it still came down to a coin flip, and Longhorn was just on the wrong side of it. There was nothing wrong with this call. Green Bay did have the edge on the stat sheet, but Sugar Britches still had a shot right there at the end of the game. He threw a terrible pick in the end zone, which, the end zone is usually where he does his best work from what I hear, but apparently not in this one, to catch my drift. But Longhorn, thoughts on this one? I mean, to me, it was a coin flip game. You just came up tails, which is where Caleb usually likes to come up. But again, this is not a good spot for him here.
Tails up. So I've bitched a lot about getting screwed with our Thursday recordings. This one, I gotta be honest. This one I cooled on later in the week, all the way to the point where I flipped to Green Bay in all my pick'ems at the 6.5. So look, it's a give and take. I did like him earlier in the week. It could have easily been a Chicago cover, but towards the end,
if he throws the touchdown instead of the pick, maybe they win the game in overtime.
Right.
Who knows?
Or it's a field goal game from there on.
Field goal game from there.
Yeah. So that's how razor thin those things are. But the more I got later in the week and up towards Sunday, I'm like, it's still Green Bay at home against an overachieving. Like we love the Chicago story. Don't get me wrong, but I felt like I was buying too much into the story and the narrative of Chicago, and they've made me so much money this year that I couldn't ignore that. But
the line was too high, and you saw it at the end. I mean, like we said, if it goes a little bit different. It ends up being a field goal game, which is about how I had it graded.
No, the
So
line
it's
was
like,
perfect. They fucking nailed it perfect, like always. Like I mean, it's just
Yeah.
they nailed it. Like I mean, like one play was the decider between a cover. Like they just nailed it. So
that's a good point.
yeah, so it's that fucking Jordan Love. Like, is he? I know that no one talks about him in the MVP. Like how close is he to like if they win out and they go, what would they be? 13-3-1? Like how I think he's a sleeper.
With the number one seed.
He's got to be a sleeper candidate, right? That no one's really talking about. I don't know what his MVP numbers are, but like I mean, I know it's Drake May. Stafford is his problem. The problem is Stafford because he's going to have the
nostalgia vote.
Yeah, so but it's not a bad, high odds pick.
Yeah, I'd have to see what his numbers are. I don't know I haven't looked at MVP odds in a little bit. I don't know where he's at in the marketplace.
He's having a really another one that we got to give credit to where we've shit on a quarterback in the past, and he's blessed with the coach that he has because he has one of the top 3 or 4 coaches in the NFL for sure. So
yeah, I think you shit on him more than I have after the fact. Neither one of us liked him coming out, and if he doesn't get to sit behind Aaron Rodgers and doesn't get the coach, whatever.
He had that little blip. He did have that little blip after that. Remember that horrible playoff game against San Francisco where he threw some, and he had a blip there for a moment where it was like, dude, are you losing it? Are you having a Sam Darnold moment? But what happens with these good quarterbacks, these young quarterbacks, if they have a great coach, an offensive minded coach, they can reel them back in.
They make the adjustment.
So
right now, if you look at EPA plus CPOE, Drake May number 1, Jordan Love number 2. So they're both quite a bit ahead of everybody else. So
what about Tyrod Taylor? Is he on there?
Let's see, Tyrod Taylor. I don't think he has enough. I'm gonna have to take the snaps down to get. Little JJ is now qualified though. He's 34th out of 34 qualifying, so that's good.
I will never get over the fact that the Jets cost me a 12-0 teaser round robin. I'll never get over that. That lives in infamy.
Brutal. All right, speaking of brutal, let's go to the Are You Fucking Kidding Me? Oh, this one might be the one of the year just because of the implication.
No, I gotta hear.
I
love implications, especially on boats. So I can't wait to hear this one.
So your boy Bo Steve was, looking for the 4-0 on the championship weekend. Would have been a nice sweep there. But the free pick I gave out: North Dakota State, Illinois State under 53.5. All right, here's the situation: North Dakota State is up 28-21, so we're at 49. Mm-hmm. They get the ball back with 2 minutes and 48 seconds left, up 7. We need 1 first down, and this game is over.
Maybe 2 if they got all their timeouts.
They only had 1 timeout. So we run the ball, first down, we get 1 yard. Illinois State calls their last timeout. Perfect. 2nd and 9, we run for 5 yards. Great. That gets us down to the 2-minute warning. It's 3rd and 4. We need 4 yards, and the game is over. Or, worst case scenario, we don't get it. Take the clock down to around 1:15, punt it, play defense. They got to go for the touchdown, obviously, so they got to go the length of the field, get a touchdown.
Yeah.
So that's worst case. Not hoping for that. Need the 4 yards. But instead of either one of those things happening, on 3rd and 4, North Dakota State fumbles the goddamn football. And Illinois State gets it on the North Dakota State 23-yard line with 1 minute and 52 seconds left.
Not dead.
Not dead. So, but I'm like, okay.
Very badly burned.
They still have to have a touchdown. We'll see. Well, North Dakota State's defense fights and fights and fights. They get them to a 4th and goal from the 6. This is for the game and my fucking 4-0. And Illinois State scores the goddamn touchdown. The game goes over. Now, I was proud to see them just go for 2 and say, fuck you. And this is a playoff game. So this is do or die. They could have kicked an extra point, went to overtime. They said, no, thank you. We'll go for 2 now and win the game 29-28. That's the thing to do. And they were like 16, 18-point dogs. So, yes, of course.
Oh,
that's what
yeah.
you do.
That's definitely the play.
That's definitely the play. You get a gift like that. You don't spit in the football god's eye by kicking the extra
They
point
didn't
like
get
a
it?
bitch. No, they did get it.
Oh, they did get it. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they won. They won the
Nice.
game.
Nice.
Yeah, that was my only like kudos. It's like, you know what? Fuck you then, North Dakota State. I hope you fucking lose, you cocksucking
Exactly.
motherfuckers. Yeah. So yeah, 3rd and 4. The one thing we cannot do to fuck me is fumble, because you know they're not gonna throw it. They fumble the ball.
I think
Fumble.
that was that on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've got producers in my ear. They're saying that yep, Aaron Glenn flew in especially for that game to head coach for them as an honorary black football coach. So yeah,
Oh, God.
that's what happens. Just don't let them on your team. I don't know.
Ugh, are you fucking kidding me? And then the last thing I got on this one is Notre Dame, which, I mean, I know everybody's killing them now since it's become vogue, but I texted you immediately as I saw the news, like, these fucking punk bitches. Okay, you're Notre Dame. You refuse to join a conference because you're too good. You control your own schedule, your own destiny, your own TV contract.
It don't stink.
Blah, 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 all fucking year. You only schedule 2 real teams, we'll call them. They did both make the playoffs, we'll say that. Guess what? You lost to both of them. You lost to Miami, and you lost to A&M. And yet somehow you thought you were still supposed to get in the playoffs by playing the shit of the ACC, the fucking military academies, and the MAC. And you think, yeah, we're Notre Dame. Of course we get in because we're Notre Dame. They didn't get in. The committee actually had the balls to do the right thing and not put them in the fucking playoff. And what did they do? These motherfuckers said, well, then fuck you. We're taking our ball, Timmy, and we're going the fuck home. We don't want your bowl invite. We're too good for that shit. You bastards can have this till next year. We'll come back and demand a playoff spot just because we have gold on our fucking helmets once again. Fuck you, Notre Dame. I mean, look, I love this head coach of Notre Dame. I really do. He's done an awesome job there. Like, he's not like the rest of them. He's actually
As far as X and O's, he seems solid as hell.
He's solid as hell. But to do this, and I guarantee you, all these players did not vote for this. You know, those seniors on that team wanted to play one more. I mean, 99% of these guys will never get to play competitive football ever fucking again. You took their
This has to change. This has to be a reverse.
Horrible.
Has it not come out yet that they're saying that was an emotional woman-like decision?
No, the bowls are set. The bowls are set.
They're already done?
They're done. They're done. They're out.
I can't believe that. That's the worst look I think I've ever seen a team do. Like
horrendous.
I've never that's so bad. I don't know how it doesn't cost you recruits.
It would have to.
Look, man.
I'm fucking stunned. Like, look, when teams opt out of bowl games, it's generally because their coach is gone. He's transferred to, another school or whatever, or they've got massive injuries, or it's a financial situation for some of these smaller schools.
I've never heard of an opt out. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, there was 8 teams that opted out this year.
Okay, well then maybe it's not. I mean, I get that this one is because of you're pissed off, but
yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is the worst one because you're just being a little bitch and going home because BYU didn't opt out. They were one of the last 2 out. It was Notre Dame and BYU were the last 2 out. They didn't opt out. Texas didn't say, oh, we're taking our ball and fucking going home. No, Sark actually came out and said, no, we would never do that. We've got kids that want to play in this bowl game. They need to play in this bowl game. It's an extra whole month of practices for these programs.
Right. That's the big part. It's a lot of another month of practice.
You get recruits that come to the bowl game. You get recruits that come to practice. Like, I don't even understand how in a Notre Dame situation that this is even a possibility. Even a possibility. Like, I don't understand it.
I hope it has lasting effects. I hope it has lasting effects, and they crash and burn next year. And
it needs to, because this needs, like you said, that it needs to set a precedent where you don't do this bullshit. If you're Auburn and your fucking coach is gone and you're hitting the reset button and whatever, you won fucking barely 6 games. You didn't want to go to the bowl to play in the Sarsaparilla Bowl. Fine, whatever. You got your reasons. Notre Dame, you had no fucking reason or cause to do this shit. I can't even believe the fucking TV executives of fucking NBC let them have this option.
Oh my God, yeah, because they're a huge TV draw. Yeah, it's just, I think it's just it was a rash decision that didn't get checked in time, and now it's too late.
Is the AD a woman? No, I know that they would never allow that, but still, that seems like a decision a woman AD would make. Like, fuck you, then I don't want to even talk to you anymore, you motherfucker.
It's 100% what it is. It's the Notre Dame golden cunts. I don't know what to tell you. They got golden cunts. I mean, just what are you gonna do?
All right, boys and girls, we'll end on that. That was the good, the bad, and the are you fucking kidding me? All right, let's get some look-ahead lines pulled up, y'all, for Week 15. Longhorn, we're already Week 15. The year is winding down, coming to an end, as it always does. Looking ahead.
Why does it do that?
Why do you always do that? Why do you leave us football? All right, the Buccaneers play Thursday night. They're laying 4 to the Falcons. That was another team. I didn't even mention Atlanta. That was another team where it went badly, and they just fucking quit. God damn, that was just a steamroll.
You know, speaking of we didn't get to that game, but one of my 5 losses on the 8-5 against the spread contest. I talked about it in the podcast. How do I not pick Seattle? It's all Seattle. Everything points to Seattle, and yet I let everybody in the world.
If you were to replace the Jets with Seattle on your teaser.
Well, yeah, they actually were.
They were 7.5.
Yep. I had 12-0, and I mean they just squeaked by 37-9. So I would have sweat.
I mean, you would have had to sweat that the whole way. It wouldn't even been worth it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little behind this week, so this is my first look at the
There's
lines.
Some
this
big like this is the time of year where these spreads get so stupid. It's like, oh boy, what do we do? What do we even do with this?
Jets, danger zone. No, don't do.
Come on, they're getting 11.5, 12.5 at DraftKings.
Oh, I love this game. Cleveland and Chicago. Okay, that is fucking must
That is
TV.
too many points.
A 7.5. Love that. The big game, New England Buffalo, sitting at a pick.
Pick them.
Yep. What did it open at? Do you got the openers?
Patriots -1.5. Money is crashing. In fact, Buffalo's actually favored now by 1.5 at DraftKings.
Ooh, interesting. Let's see what else stands out just as far as matchups. Oh, Green Bay, Denver. Okay. Whoa, Denver underdogs at home.
No.
Whoa. Okay, that's a big time teaser play there.
Did Bo Nix get hurt? What happened?
Grab them up to 8.5 for sure. I don't know if they'll win that game, but I damn sure know they're not going to lose by more than a touchdown. So that's a good teaser play. Ooh, Detroit Rams. Okay, I feel like we see this game at least once a year, sometimes in the playoffs. So they've got a history. We'll have to look up the trends in this recent matchup for sure on that one. So stay tuned for that one. And of course, Dallas motherfucking Cowboys.
Oh, I thought you were going to go a different route. Go ahead.
Was I going to go to Tennessee?
I thought so.
I glanced at them. I didn't want to go there. Now the Cows feels like a good bounce back spot. You got JJ coming off a win. That's exactly when you want to fade him. So my initial reaction is
rare opportunity there to get JJ off a win.
No shit, fucking slam Cowboys. Take them down in teasers.
Dude, why did all the money came in all the sharp money? They opened at 7.5 down to 6. Woo! Viking money just flooded.
Really interesting.
Yeah. That is interesting.
Well, we'll have to dig into this. This is going to be a heavy work week as we have. Are we done with buys?
No, there's no more buys.
Oh, god damn.
Grossest game. Of course, it's Monday Night Football. Steelers, Dolphins. Gross. Can Tua go on the road and win another one in the cold? What's the weather going to be?
I don't know. We're going to have to check weather, and I pray to God that it's actually going to be real weather, and it'll be just Tomlin as a favorite. That's not where you want to be. Coming off a win like that, don't want to be there. So I actually hope the weather is kind of good. Actually,
we're gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 double-digit spreads
Mm.
out of 16. It's week 15, boys and girls in the NFL, and this is where it gets fucking nasty.
And I am
Nasty.
in first place in the season wins contest where you have to pick every team season wins over under. I'm in first place there. I've already got a 10-2 record. You know, they lock them in once they get like they can't do anything but win or lose. Sitting at 10-2. We usually think in a contest where you get to pick every single game, you usually need about what 21, 22, 23 right to win any of those contests. I've already 10-2. And I've got some fucking nail biters coming up with on the line. Are they going to go over? Are they going to go under? So this is that time of year. Can't wait till we do our recap at the end of the year for our little contest that we do for the win. So that's something to look forward to. Like if your team's already sucked, if you do the season long contest, like you can still keep it interesting. So we got that going forward with all.
Are you interested in laying 4.5 for the Chiefs against the Chargers next week?
I don't have that on my board because the Chargers are playing right now. What is it?
4 to 4.5.
Where's it at?
Everywhere.
No. Where's the game at?
Oh, it's in Kansas City.
Oh,
Basically, we're getting the same line as we just got at the Texans. Or the Texans they're getting the same line as the Chargers.
So I'm going to rely on you and what the model says, but no way would I fucking lay those points. No way. But I'm going to see what the model says because, like, to me, it's just all model right at this point. I don't think Kansas City's a very good team.
They're not a very good football team.
And I said you got to throw out all the off numbers things that I would normally handicap. But one thing that we haven't had an opportunity to handicap in the past is if you're a really good team that's Super Bowl bound every single year, is there some sort of a natural letdown of like, oh, it's actually sinking in that we're not good. Like we actually aren't good.
I don't know because we never saw Tom Brady do this. So
it's true.
Another shot fired across the bow.
Baby goat, are you ever gonna drop the baby?
I don't think so.
Well, we're gonna try. Obviously, we're gonna.
And of course, the game of the week: Giants laying 2 points to the Washington Redskins.
What?
Or
Those
Washington
two teams
Redskins.
still play? Where is that at?
Yeah, they're allowing them to play football.
They put that on the other.
Contractually, they do have to finish the season. Contractually, it is their responsibility. So
I got Giants under 5.5 and Washington under like 9 or whatever they fucking were. So I
think you're good on that.
I feel like I got that one. So I will not.
So really, you need the Skins. I need the Skins to win this game too. Actually,
the Giants can't win out.
I know, but this is the coffin nail game. Because they have 3 left, right? How many wins do they have?
They have 2.
And they got 15,
5.5.
They got four games left.
Yeah, they have to win out.
Yeah, I know. But
I mean, I'll get the official win with
the
this
official
loss.
win though
Yeah.
comes with and you've already hit the Skins, so.
And all you need is Marcus Mariota to win it for you. So what could go wrong?
I mean, I'd feel better about him at this point than fucking Jaden Daniels, one leg, one arm ass, getting out there and fucking sparing us all to death. That's for Christ's sake. Sure. Jesus.
It's Jaden Griffin III, sir. we're in the upside down world.
No.
We're in the
we
upside down.
had so much hope. We had so much hope. He looks so good. Oh, good God. All right. You got anything else?
No, we're going on Wednesday or Thursday this week.
I don't care. Whatever day works for you.
Let's go Thursday. I need a little bit more time. This is a heavy slate, so.
All right. Well, you heard it here first, boys and girls. Coming back to you on Thursday. Until then, Longhorn, tell me that fabulous Patreon. They can find one more time. We already got a couple bowl picks up. By the way, I am selling my bowl package solo for a very, very, very discounted price. I've had a great year. Look, I don't need any money from you people. It's just I'm contractually I have to charge. I don't know why, but whatever. I'll say it's so discounted. It's ridiculous. It's bowl picks only, but it will be
all the way through bowl season?
All the way through bowl season.
Okay. Good to know. Patreon.com/bet_FGH. Go get that Bo Cephas Bowl Package special. I don't know what the prices are, but if he's saying it's a discount, it's a discount because my man would not lie to you on camera. He saves that for off camera. So go to that Patreon page. And for Bo Cephas, I am Longhorn. We are FGH, and no matter how you find us, when you think about betting on football, think FGH and never pay a bookie again. Come on.
Ah, damn it. People never pay a book again. Steven Tyler, take us out, baby.